Hello everybody. What? That's a Muppet, isn't it? Is it a Muppet? I don't know. Anyway, I'll come out this morning, thought I'd have a little look around. Don't know where to go really. I was going to go to a park and I parked up in the car park, and I thought I can't be bothered with that. So I drove around a bit more, and now I'm here. But it's raining, it's starting to rain, which is not a problem. That's okay, that's okie dokie, completely fine. But yeah, I'm just to let. All these buildings are to let, man. Yeah, I'm just deciding what I want to do this morning. I've got a little truggy with me, and I'm deciding where I want to go. I've come across this industrial estate. Look, all these units are all to let. Look, bloody hell. There's a bit of a problem at the moment with businesses not surviving, all going out of business. And if you've got a business and you've gone out of business, you're in trouble, aren't you? Because there's no more business. So, yeah, businesses need business. So, yeah, I don't know where to go. I could go over there, or could just go somewhere else completely different. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Either way, we can be rest assured that I've never been there before. So these units here are for let, which is totally balmy. Imagine what you could do with a unit like that. You know, you could open it mostly out inside. You could even have two levels, a bottom level, and then you could make like a mezzanine or a high level. You know, there's another level, and then you could have like a drift track. You know, you could have a drift track, and you could have like those radio controlled plant, you know, diggers and all that kind of stuff, a bit of dirt, like a sandbox as they would call it. You know, there's so many things you could do with a unit like that, but you know, it ain't viable for anybody unless you're very well off and maybe you've got another business somewhere else which is making a lot of money, because you'd never be able to. I mean, the rent on the unit like that is thousands of pounds a month. So you'd have to have thousands of pounds worth of, don't forget the bills on top and everything else. You'd have to have thousands of pounds worth of people and customers coming in to use the tracks and stuff in order to make it even breaking even, let alone profitable. So yeah, it's a crazy time at the moment. Yeah, but imagine what you could do with that. You know, so many things. All things which I'm definitely not going to venture into because, well, let's be honest, I don't like trouble. I like simplicity and just easiness, you know what I mean? The only way that you could make something like that viable is if you was in a position to be able to buy it. If you bought it, yeah, there is no more costs, yeah, you've bought it. You'd have to pay bloody some sort of tax probably for it being there, like you would on your house, your council tax, like bollocks. I don't really know, but I know you have to pay other things. Obviously, if it's a business, you need to be business rates when it comes to stuff as well. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that kind of thing. We're here to have a little go of a truggy. Oh my giddy aunt, it's nippy today. It's one of them. It's at the time at the moment, you know, April, where it's chilly round the willy in the mornings. But then it warms up during the daytime, but the sun is out, so it tricks you. It properly makes you feel like it's summer, and you feel warm, but you ain't warm, let me tell you that. And I've got a battery here. This battery is an exciting battery. Yes, it is. Right, let's get this going. Come on, stop bloody messing around. Come on, let's go. So this is what we got. A lovely Mugen something or another. Forget what it is now. It's a something. Lovely red diamond edition engine in it. Happy bloody days. Yeah, it's a lovely truggy, really. Now, a lot of people go on about tuning and all this bollocks, but the thing is, it's all about you. You know, what do you want from your Nitro car? Do you know what I mean? Part of the fun of an engine or Nitro RC as a hobby is getting the engine to run good, is getting it to run well. That's part of the hobby. But everyone has different expectations of any hobby, and everyone has different expectations of Nitro. Some people really enjoy getting the engine to run well, getting the car to be at its optimal, you know, getting it to be the best it can possibly be. But then other people like myself, well, I change, I chop and change personally. I go from being the type of person, if I'm in the mood for it, where I'll spend quite some time getting the engine to run at its optimally best. And then once I've done that, I've accomplished what I wanted to do, so I turn it off and I go home and put it on the shelf for 6 months. And then probably won't do that again for a while. And then other times I just don't care. I'm out and about and I want to have a go, I want to do some jumps, I want to do this and that, so I just get it to a point where it runs and it drives and it goes over jumps. In my opinion, that is what it's all about, getting it to be what you want it to be. But anyway, regardless of that, I don't know what this is going to be like, because it's got different fuel in it and everything, so let's fire it up and see what bloody well happens. That sun is extremely bright. Yes. La 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 la. Right, let's get the old glue starter. Oh, I haven't primed it yet. Let's prime it. Yes! Has anybody seen John? We found him a few weeks ago, didn't we? But then I don't know where he's gone now. He's gone missing again. Nobody knows. Oh, turn the starter box on, that would help. Sorry. Ho! This is a serious predicament that we've got ourselves into here. This is the verge of fun. This is what it feels like to be on the verge of having some fun. That's brilliant. I think we're running now. Something tells me that might be running. Yeah, I think it is. Something tells me it's not running anymore. Yeah, I reckon that's right. You know what someone said to me the other day, right? Well, they didn't say it to me, it was a comment. Why don't your wife come and have some fun, or do anything with radio controlled cars or anything like that? Listen, she won't give me the time of day, even if my life depends on it. So trying to get her to come and do some, just be interested in the same things as me and the children is a bit difficult. So yeah, sometimes she does if she's in the mood and if there's something in it for her, but no, she won't come and do anything if it's for me. Do you know what I mean? If it's to please me. So the chances of her being in any videos is probably quite small, I would imagine anyway. So much power in this engine, man. That's serious, isn't it, eh? I don't think it needs any adjustment. That's 25% tornado fuel in there at the moment. It was half a tank that was left over from about 6 months ago, however long it was. No, it wasn't 6 months, was it? How long has it been? 2 months? 3 months? Something like that. I say that's brilliant. Might need a little bit on that tick over screw though. Oh, Johnny boy, what you done now, John? Let's get this one. So what we need to do, and put it up on here so it's easier for us to get to. I'm in the mood today for a little bit of tweaking, so what we'll do is, gap's probably a bit big. Everyone loves a bloody idle gap if you're American, or a tick over gap if you're English. Everyone is obsessed with a gap, and if it's too big, it'll cause your tick over to be a bit dicky. So we'll adjust that ever so slightly. Now what's happened here? Too small, Johnny boy. But what we might need to do, it might not all be down to the tick over screw. We might, if we do a little adjustment to this low end needle, it might bring it up a bit. Might not. Oh no, I don't think it will. Alright, let's make that a bit, put it back to how it was. Let's put it back to how it was, because my name is Johnny Boy. Oh, that to me seems like an absolute legend. What a legend we've got going on. This is everything I've ever wanted. Listen, look at that, listen to it. Oh, okay, don't listen to it. All right. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I know you don't like fame and you don't like attention. I know. You ain't got to keep telling me. I won't say anything anymore. Just bear with me, all right? I won't say anything anymore. You know what it is? It's not very happy, that engine, because some of you before, in a previous video, some of you said that it's worn out. Yeah, some of you said that, and I think what's happened is it's not very happy because, well, it ain't worn out. It's far from worn out. But you know what you've basically done is you've told it that it's past its sell-by date. You know what I mean? It's past its life. Well, that's not very nice, is it? I mean, you don't say to a lady, "Oh, you're old. You're too old. You've had it. You're worn out." Do you? You know, you don't. So why would you say it to an engine? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. But I suppose that's the modern generation, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know, no kind of empathy or anything like that. So I don't know. What a crazy lot, eh? What a crazy bloody lot you are. Worn out. Now I've got to spend some time doing some psychotherapy on this engine to make sure that it knows that it's not worn out and it has still got a purpose. And we will get there in the end. Or probably not. Look at that. Oh. I wonder if we spoke a bit too soon there. Because that doesn't sound very good, does it? We might have spoke a bit too soon. John? John! I said we might have spoke a bit too soon. John! Did you hear me? That didn't sound very good, did it? No, it didn't. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a bit of a problem. I think what I've done is I've tempted fate. That's what I've done. I've definitely tempted fate. So that's going to be the end of that. Now, in all seriousness, we have a blow up. We have a serious engine blow. That's what we've got going on here. Something's happened. I don't know what it is. Probably some kind of bearing. But now that means, I'll tell you what it means now, right? Now that means we can take it apart. And it means I can piss off even more of you lot, because no one ever likes it when I take engines apart. Now it's vibrating a lot. Don't know whether it showed up on the old camera device, the old picture movie motion maker, but it started making a bit of a ticking sound as it went up the road there, and then all of a sudden there was no power. It lost a lot of power, and then it conked out. And when I just tried to start it just then, there's a hell of a lot of vibration. I mean a hell of a lot, and it is quite stiff. So something's gone a bit dicky there. Probably a bearing. It doesn't seem to have blown up completely because it's still all right, but I probably spoke a little bit too soon when I said it's not worn out, but that's fine. I mean, that's absolutely fine. I mean, now it means that I can have a lovely time taking it apart and mending it. And it means I get to go shopping at the best RC shop in the world, Answer RC, because where else are you going to get parts for a Red's engine other than the only place to go? Anyway, I suppose that's a bit of a nutshell, isn't it? So on that nutshell, we're going to depart. That's what we're going to do. We're going to depart like that. Do you know what I mean? Just depart from this lovely day, because that's what it is. It's a bloody lovely day. Yeah. So the next time you see this engine, we'll be taking it apart. We'll be finding out exactly what's gone wrong with it, because something definitely has gone wrong with it. We'll find out what's wrong with it. We'll get some bits. We'll mend it. I tell you what I need. I need to win the lottery, right? And then once I've done that, I can buy loads of spares, because the thing is, this is a R series. It's a Diamond Edition R series, right? And to the best of my knowledge, they don't make these. They don't make those anymore. So you know, at some stage, parts are going to become eradicated. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to get parts anymore, are you? For loads of stuff. So when I win the lottery, right, I'll buy all the old stock parts, and for new stuff I'll buy loads of parts. So that means I can keep engines and cars going for a very long time, because I've got a massive stock of parts that I bought when they were new. Does that make any sense? So that's what I will do when I win the lottery. But for now, I just have to rely and hope that shops have bits and bobs for such things. Anyway, I'll catch you a lot later on. Thanks for watching, and feel free, all jokes aside, all complete jokes aside now, feel free to put in your comment about that engine being worn out. Listen, it's a race engine, you know, I don't know the history of it. I bought it from a subscriber, and nobody knows the history of any engine. And when these engines do 40,000 RPM, you know what I mean, they're going to blow up, simple as that. So it's just, when is the question. I'll catch you later on. Love life, treat people nicely, try not to well, learn how to speak first. That would work. And then once you've done that, try not to take people for granted, because you know, everyone is different in the world, everyone's different in life, and if you just accept them for who they are, and if they're nice to you, try to be nice back, And if they're not nice to you, try to be nice to them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because then that makes you the bigger person. If someone is a cock, you don't have to necessarily be an idiot to them as well. You don't have to give them anything or whatever, but just don't be an idiot to them, because then they're the lower version and you're the high person. Does that make any sense? You're the nice person. Karma does come around in the end to those twats amongst us. So then there's plenty of them, because the world is the world. I'll see you later. All the best you lot. Take care and love long.